Alright, now we're live.
By live, he means not live. Not even
mean-
gonna say hi anymore. We're just gonna start. Just push the button in the middle of the conversation.
Just press the button. Hey, did you know that the reason there's white Mexicans is because during the Mexican-American War, we had a bunch of Irish immigrants. We told them, you gotta fight in this war for your citizenship. So we sent them down there to fight. And then they realized, oh, you guys are Catholic too? Oh, we're on your side. Fuck them.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something about bleaching Mexicans or something.
No.
Oh, okay.
That sounds vaguely racist.
Oh, it was absolutely racist.
And that's, you know me. I'm not the least bit racist.
You can insult me all you want, but don't lie on my show.
Like, I'm a 1970s egalitarian, alright?
I don't know that one.
It's because I pulled it out of my ass.
Oh.
Just like, you're cool and all. Keep making the jive talk movies and stuff. But, like, stay out of the suburbs.
I'll make sure I use a bigger words. I'll make sure I use a bigger plug so you can't pull it out.
I thought you said pug.
Well, you did call me a pug earlier. So the joke works. Do you like my nice, big, white water jug? Stares quietly into my eyes.
I don't like it. I haven't found the words to express why. But every time I see you drinking that half a gallon of water, it just irritates me. Like, this motherfucker over here sipping on water just because he want to, just because he got a car, he want to be driving that bitch.
I'm gonna just spit take all over your fucking microphones.
You can spit on my microphone later, baby.
No, I'd rather have these ones in my face. They're smaller and cleaner, and softer, tastier. I mean, you're gross, is what I'm saying.
For the listener, yes, we did record an episode last year, and then I didn't upload it. I'll upload it when I upload this one. Like,
You guys got denied for a year and edged only, and now you get 2 climaxes in 1 year. I'd call that a win. Old man heart hurt.
You know what? That's how I want to go. I just want to have a heart attack while we're doing this.
Oh,
Not this year, but
I don't want to live longer. I just don't want to be in pain the entire time also. Can we just go from like 10 to 0? Like that's what I want.
no.
Oh. Look. You can't just tell me no. Fuck you.
What was I thinking? Oh, yeah, I wasn't gonna upload last year's episode. We were listening to it yesterday.
It's a really good show.
Oh my god. We had to stop it because I literally could not breathe.
Yeah. Anybody that doesn't know, James and I started a routine since we started doing shows after I bought my house of it didn't start as trying awful drinks. We just found a new energy drink. I explained it once. The font on this thing was awful. And the drink was actually called Adrenaline Shock. But the font, this awful, like, no curve fucking lines in it or whatever that they tried to use, made it look like it said Adrenaline Shoe. And then,
Adrenaline shoe.
obviously, and it tasted like absolute ass.
Sweaty sock water.
So ever since then, it's just jokes nonstop. And then James and I decided to start buying drinks intentionally just to try them. And last year, I don't even remember what the brand was called. It's some like German sounding bullshit.
Fuck if I know.
Some random ass fancy craft fucking root beer that had a very in this day and age, they should have absolutely known that the wording they put on that fucking can was gonna be nothing but a joke. Something about creamy mouthfeel and frothy heads. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not gonna get too into it. I encourage you to go listen to it. It happens about the second half. You'll know. You will know. But goddamn, and there's no way, no matter what we improv, what we got this year, that the drink segment is going to be as good as that. I'm gonna manage expectations right here.
However, I did find one that's called Just Peachy. You can take that as an innuendo if you want.
I mean, yeah. Telling him at the store, like, I was looking for something that's the best ones are completely vague about what it tastes like.
There was one brand called Dr. D's. Sure, we could have made jokes about that.
Yeah, but that's low hanging fruit.
So are my testicles.
I knew it was going there, but it was the appropriate phrase to use. I can't stop using the English language just because you're a third grader.
That was my peak, okay? Have you read my story? It's like a third grader wrote it, because my knowledge of the English language, especially then, was awful. And that was in sophomore year of high school. And it's awful. Especially, it's gotten so much better since then that I hate myself when I read it. Yeah. Now I know how you feel.
Yeah. I mean, specifically about reading old things that I've written, but also the self-loathing that is pervasive throughout my entire timeline. There's that too, yeah.
A little both. You know, a little column A, a little column B.
You know what? You move through life and you meet people and you become connected to these people and
then you have to get mad at them and let them go at work because they decide to poop on the clock and they get mad at you for it. Sorry, it's just too funny. It's one of my favorite ones.
I hate them all.
I liked him at first.
Cool enough dude, but he got too big for his britches. Like he thought he was really gonna intimidate me and puff out his chest. Like, dude,
he eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast. You eat shit for breakfast? And then he wanted to come back.
Oh yeah, I've got a blacklist. I didn't know I was building a blacklist, but
I mean,
apparently all of them that left because I'm a big, bad, horrible human being and tried to get me fired, they all want to come back. And that's not happening.
You're like Raymond Reddington 2.0.
Everything, it's all good, but like, forgiveness is divine, but I don't have to forgive you and give you the opportunity to do the same shit again.
Or pay full price for late pizza. That's just blasphemy.
Pizza dude's got 30 seconds. I tell them all to their face. Look, go be fruitful. I want you to live a happy, healthy life somewhere far the fuck away from me. I don't hate people like that. It's just, okay, well, you're going to go over there and stay away from me.
The meds aren't working. I'm about to go blow my nose. Should we fill everybody in on the background of that one?
Oh, no, because if we point it out, that's all they'll hear.
That's fair. All right.
So,
next topic.
We're not going to talk about anal leakage.
Oh. What you got against anal leakage? And make pills and plugs for that, you know.
It's okay.
Look, as you get older, you can't digest lactate as well. That's and you know, things happen. Hershey squirts.
And you, being the brave soul you are, have white carpet.
But I didn't choose the white fucking carpet, okay? And it's not white. It's dirty cream.
Dirty cream.
And it's been trampled and had a lot of I don't know. The joke peaked at dirty cream, okay?
You're just describing Indian porn.
What? Are we talking about like
Jeets are dirty, awful people. I'm not racist. Look,
I don't think I've ever heard that term before.
yeah, Jeets. The filthy fucking Jeets. The height of their civilization was when they were a British colony.
I don't think I've ever heard that one before. It might be a slur I've never heard. Kind of impressed.
God, be more racist. No, see, it's not a. It's Indians. I fucking hate Indians.
Now, are we talking about like the TP kind or the dot head kind?
It's the dot head. The
Yeah,
TP
I'm sorry.
kind, like that would be more of the self-loathing. One of these days, we may as well just give China our DNA and do the 23andMe, each of us, and see what happens. We'll do that for next year. Open the envelopes on air. That'd be fun.
23andMe? Question mark?
Well, or any of those, like Ancestry.com
Oh,
does it too, where you're like, you're 23% Prussian Jew. Yeah, we know.
If yours came back with any amount of Jewish in you, I will never, ever, ever let it fucking go.
That's not gonna happen. That is not gonna happen.
Ugh.
But just to hedge my bets.
That's not a bad idea, though. That could be real fun to do on air.
Oh my God, yes.
I don't know how long my dad did something with it. So I asked him how long it took. So, and I don't, even if we do it now and just don't even open it till next year, that would be awesome. That was a really good idea.
However much it is, I have more Native American and African American than I have Jew.
Well,
the only Jew
maybe.
I have in me is about 2.5 inches. Yeah, beat you to it. I forgot what the fuck where I was going before. Indians. Yeah. It's not racist. It's a country. The corner store is run by Pakis. They look the same geographical region. They hate Indians too.
Everything on that side of the Atlantic is just all the same to me until you get to like China and Japan.
It's all really interesting because I'm a fan of history and the evolution of English languages and all that. But in the end, like they recently had this once in 200 years holiday in India where millions of people are shitting in the same river.
Yeah, I've always heard that joke about India.
They're
Still
not
poop in the water.
they're not clean people.
Might actually be worse than black people in that one. I mean, I'm sure they do it too.
People are you look at them and you make the judgment call about whether or not you want to let them within 6 feet of you and all that, and that's where the prejudice and racist is. But even black Americans are still Americans. So in the grand scheme of things, it's fine. I want another world war.
Ugh.
I want another world war where somebody's trying to invade this country so we can end the infighting racism and get to the real good racism, which is hating everybody over there.
I like carpet bombs personally. Fucking Moab. What is it? The fucking 24,000-pound fucking bomb.
The mother of all bombs.
Just drop that motherfucker out of the sky. Yeah.
We gave some to Israel. They haven't used them yet.
Jews with bombs. That scares even me.
All right, so since the last time around, we got a new president. Thank goodness.
Not a new one. Just round 2, fight. Insert fatality here. God, I hope.
Yeah. And everybody knows that I fully supported that guy from the 2016 primaries on.
He's definitely... He definitely found... Like, I know he's a confident dude, but he definitely, like, found his foothold this time around compared to the first time.
Part of it has to do with him knowing the landscape in Washington better, choosing better people to be around him. Part of it has to do with him getting shot and then jumping up, grabbing his dick. But just like, fuck you.
Yeah, that was a big one.
But
I love that photo.
All that aside, it could be going better.
Taking it slow.
But
He's into year 1.
he's in the year. Motherfucker, he's got a target on his head. He needs to get shit done now. Just in case next month his head explodes on live television.
It would definitely make him a martyr. Could you imagine, though?
I mean, J.D. Vance is president. He's a great vice president, but he's also got young children. I think that makes him vulnerable to being scared shitless and being told what to do.
Rip. And we've got, 17 years before we can vote for Barron?
Yeah. But like the deportations are going real fucking slow. We finally got his entire cabinet approved. And Kash Patel is coming out like, yeah, we're arresting cartel guys. Like, no, that's not why we wanted you in there. Pam Bondi, Attorney General, she's on Fox News every single day, but we still haven't gotten those declassified files yet. Look, Orange Man is not bad, but Orange Man is not perfect. Give us what the fuck we voted for, or we will let the other guys burn this country to the ground.
I'm still down for World War III.
Well, we're pulling out of all these conflicts, and Europe thinks they've got one over on Trump by saying, "Oh well, we're just going to do it ourselves." Like, yeah. That was the fucking point. You get to do it yourself. Yeah, remilitarize Europe. Go for it. I bring this up online when arguing with Europeans a lot. Like, the only reason your country can afford to give you quote-unquote free health care is because your government is subsidized by my tax dollars and we have the military that you don't, and you don't pay for it. So good. They're going to pour a bunch of money into their military, and then they're not going to be able to afford this free healthcare or shit. And your quasi-socialism goes away.
Rip.
And then, if they get their World War III they finally wanted, they're going to take all the indigenous people of Ireland and Britain and France and Germany and ship them over to die in this fucking war and leave the Muslim immigrants to inherit the country.
Now he got started.
What do you think is going to happen to Ukraine when he finally sits down and signs the deal, whenever that is? So many Ukrainians have died, they're just going to flood his country with Muslim immigrants. Because, and this is my personal belief, the one world religion foreseen in the Book of Revelations is Islam.
Yeah.
Well, I think I've even spoke on the show about it before, that the parallels between the Antichrist in the Book of Revelations and the 12th Imam, the prophesied final prophet of Islam, are a lot. Like 12 kingdoms running the world, one world religion, killing all the infidels, all of them, which lines up very well with the kingdom of the Antichrist, and just sending motherfuckers to the guillotine for believing the wrong thing. And as it is, Islam is the only religion on earth that would do that. Now combine that with the prophecy of the apostate church, where the papacy is taken over by the Antichrist right-hand man. And what? Yeah?
Right hand.
Okay.
That was me raising my hand, not making a joke.
I thought you had a question.
See, when he's going into the religious stuff, so it washed over my head.
All right, well,
Eyes glazed over.
The current Catholic Church, for the past 10 years, have been making lots of moves in the direction of, God is there's many ways to get to God, and Islam is equal to Christianity and blah blah blah. Yeah, Islam is not equal to anything. They won't let themselves be equal to anything. They pretend to be meek and peaceful until they have control, and then they murder. You hear about what happened in Syria last weekend?
Nope,
no?
Don't pay attention.
Yep. The Durkas that we were funding and giving weapons to, they just decided, you know what? We're going to murder all the Christians now.
Oh. I repeat my previous statement of enjoying carpet bombs.
See, the previous leader of Syria was Assad. And he ran a secular government where all the religions were equally protected. Now he was accused of using chemical weapons on his own citizens, which is retarded. But he was also backed by Russia. It always goes back to Russia, because they've been spoiling for that fucking war forever. But anyway, Assad was backed by Russia, so the CIA was like, well, Russia bad. And so we gave a bunch of our money to the fucking Al-Qaeda to go overthrow Assad, and now they're in control. And when speaking after all of the Christian murdering weekend happened, when speaking about it, the new president, former head of Al-Qaeda, he said, well, there's bound to be bumps in the road when you're making a new government. Motherfucker.
That sounds like some Joe Biden shit. I'll be back.
Don't leave me alone with these people.
What do you mean, these people?
You
Racist.
You listening. You're gross. Shut up. I'm trying to have a moment of quiet. Too old and I don't want to be on this planet anymore.
Yeah, no, cozy with your bitch. What was that, on Ringmaster?
Yes.
We can't play it. It might be copyrighted.
Well, it's definitely copyrighted. Oh, we got the plastic cups. We live in large.
Yeah, the black ones. They're it's like a cheese wheel.
Is there a kinship there?
Yes. Irish cheese wheel.
Burn it down. Burn it all down.
All right, we're gonna get to this segment early
because he's tired of hearing about the Book of Revelations.
Well, that and I'm thirsty.
This little Jew over there is like, we killed Jesus for a reason. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Jesus walked into a hotel with a hammer and some nails and said, "Can you put me up for the night?" This one's called Aspire. Ooh.
Am I gonna get motivated?
Are you ever? Because I'm not. It is a crisp,
Now I want to
light
listen to that
taste
song.
with a sparkling finish. Me too.
Fuck Europe. Fucking Finnish people.
Oh,
Fuck Finland.
whoa, hang on a minute. Hold on. Oh, pause. There are, was it 3 guns per person in Finland? And they have one of the lowest crime rates in the world because of that.
No.
Yes.
No. No. Correlation is not causation. Think bigger. There's a lot of guns in Finland, therefore no crime. We got a lot of guns too. What do we have that Finland doesn't?
Black people.
There we go. There we go.
And, well, it may not be related, but the facts may not be related, but accurate.
I think a more tasteful way to put it would be that Finland is a homogenous society, whereas this melting pot has several competing civilizations and cultures.
Yeah, because the previous administration paid them to come hang out and take over apartments in Colorado.
Yeah, well, it's not just that. I mean, Reagan signed an amnesty deal. Like, both parties, all down the line, where they'd say, like, we need to control the border and then do nothing about it. And then every 20 years, they're like, well, you got in here. Welcome to America. You're a citizen now.
That sounds awful.
That's why it's never stopped.
This is kosher.
It's kosher?
Just, I saw the word and it made me smile.
What would make a beverage not kosher?
I don't remember all the details, but it's how it's something in the production of how it's produced and or what's in it. It producing how something's made, or ingredients in it, or how the ingredients in it are made, something like that. I don't remember exactly.
The tears of children, isn't it?
That's where the flavor comes from.
That's what they were doing in those tunnels in New York.
They sustained me. Yeah, let's ask Google. Let's find out. Let's learn together.
Learn together. Yay!
It's also keto-friendly, vegan, gluten-free, kosher, and soy-free. So
I'm sure you could say all those things about water as well.
I have some right here in this half-gallon white, delicious.
One of these days, I'm going to figure out exactly why it irritates me, and I will be able to roast you effectively. Until then, you're gay.
Stop it. Let's see.
Learning. Thinking. Typing. You got Twitter on your phone?
No.
You're doing it wrong. Let me show you why you should download Twitter. I'm gonna ask Grok.
Mr. fucking fancy pants.
Well, it's cool because you can ask a question and he has the answer and he explains it in a way that people can understand.
Well, anyway, we're gonna try this one. Perfectly engineered with 80 milligrams of natural caffeine from green tea and guarana. Guarana? Clear and focused B and C vitamins and nutrients, and a great feeling with zero sugars and 0 calories.
I will
get educated.
We will learn about kosher after we learn about this beverage. All right. Was there any hint as to what this is supposed to taste like?
Oh yeah, it says mixed berry. There's a picture of a raspberry that's blue. The raspberry is blue.
Blueberries are fucking purple.
There's also a blueberry, which is purple, so at least that one's accurate. And a strawberry. And then a whole so something I've started doing that absolutely annoys the ever-loving shit out of James is
breathing.
Well, unfortunately, annoys the shit out of me too. I keep doing it and I keep trying to stop, but that's cheating. There's a whole fucking list of ingredients back here. I started reading ingredients in the food that I buy because I'm getting old and I can't process the shit. And I'm old and everything hurts. But the main ingredient is carbonated water. Why does it look like something faggoty?
Well,
oh yeah, because the raspberry's blue. It doesn't smell good.
this
Oh.
look, if you were pouring a serving of whiskey, you'd pour more than this into a glass.
Yeah. But I didn't want to pour much of it because I smelled it when it opened, and I know you don't get that luxury and or downside. But like I opened it, like I smelled it when I opened it, and it did not smell good. And it's like, and it looks like something that you like some carbonated purple drink you get in a hood, and I already don't want to do this.
Well, a carbonated purple drink sounds awesome.
It's 'cause you're black and I hate you. Oh. I don't want it. It just smells bad. It's fucking gross. Ugh. Oh,
That shit, that tastes like cough syrup without the fun. No wonder it looks like purple drink. It's just missing the codeine.
There's no grapes even on here. Or is that supposed to be a grape?
Fucking no, man. It's mixed berries.
I don't know if grapes are a berry or not. That looks like a blueberry to me. I don't know. Whatever this is, it's fucking awful.
This mulatto faggotry.
Oh, that's racist. This is actually awful. Like, this isn't even like fun awful.
No, I nailed it. It tastes like cough syrup without the fun bit.
I'm not even gonna get a robo trip from this. It's just no fun at all.
Oh shit. God.
I'm ready for that pizza to wash it down.
Fuck. That's not how food works. Why is the rum gone?
You and I are equal in weight. I know how food works.
I'm gonna open a real energy drink. Shit.
Meow. Meow.
Where's the other one?
Hang on, I'm being harassed by a cat.
No.
Meow. Meow. Alright. I'm pretty sure this is what Adrenaline Shoe like turned into. I think they rebranded it. Is this one's called Alani? No, maybe that's not it. I don't know. This one's just funny because it's called Juicy Peach. And you know, a lot of people use the peach emoji for ass in conversation. And I think that's exactly what this looks like.
Nah. We're of that age where if we get our hands on a juicy peach, it just looks illegal. Yeah, they don't know what to do.
I can't relate to anybody that I work with anymore.
Well,
there's no like. Good.
You can relate to the people you work for.
Can you not? It would have cost you nothing to not fucking say that. And I hate you.
You have a lot more in common with them than I have in common with them.
That's awful.
Yeah, because you're like, oh, I know how to be an adult and do things and stuff. Ooh, I'm gonna watch these boring television shows. Like, you are the middle-aged white male. I'm just old and crazy.
Just because I'm spoiled and I do the old man thing when I sit on the couch and nod off.
Sit down and put your hair.
There's no like any like cool like little anything on there at all. It's just straight up just informational and boring. There's nothing on there for me to make fun of. Other than the name and the logo. cough syrup. Man, delicious.
You're right. This is the most bland nothing packaging I have ever seen.
Well, I hope it smells better. Because that shit. I don't even want to pour it in my yard because it might kill my grass.
Give it to the cat. Maybe she'll go away.
To give my cat drugs for the rest of her life because she's got hyperthyroidism.
See, you've been making fun of her being fat for all these years, and it was a thyroid problem the whole time.
Now I have to hide her pills and treats and liverwurst and cheese. I gotta do that with James' pills too. Damn it.
God, you gotta be faster than that.
I'm getting outwitted by the old man. By the grandpa!
Oh, we ain't even got to that yet. Let's finish this drink.
It smells better. Actually. It smells like peach mango, actually. I know you don't, but... I know you can't, and you didn't like that, but I thought the peach mango was good.
Yeah.
This doesn't smell bad.
Alright, well, we'll find out.
Actually, it kind of tastes like peach mango, too. It's not awful.
It is not immediately offensive.
Is that what people call you?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
At least when they get within 6 feet and they catch a whiff.
That's why we get along so well, because I don't care and you can't smell.
Nope. It's just...
It's not really sweet, though. Really sweet.
It's... Yeah. It's a bit of a creamy mouthfeel.
Yeah, it's missing the frothy head. Where's the root beer when I need it? No, I don't need the root beer. I don't even remember what that shit tastes like, and I have never seen it on the shelf again at any grocery store. Obviously, it was pulled from a shelf or didn't do well.
I think everybody else felt the way we felt. Like this is not it, man. This is not it.
Look, if you want regular root beer, go get Dad's root beer. It's the best root beer on the fucking planet.
You're wrong.
Oh.
Barks.
Oh, God, get out. This fucking guy and his goddamn Coke products.
They are superior.
It's okay to be wrong. Look, James and I have had this discussion numerous times on the really important topics. He and I are on it 100%. On the fun and dumb ones, 100% opposite. Dad's root beer, so good.
Look at me. I had a father present in the house the whole time. I like Dad's root beer. Shut the fuck up.
That was the most prissy schoolgirl thing I have ever seen you. He did the whole me while tilting his head back and forth. The only thing that could have made it better is if he like literally turned his nose up. And if he did that, I'm gonna go buy him a schoolgirl skirt and put him in it. Hi.
What'd you do with my old one?
Too fat to fit in it. Can't even get your thigh into it anymore.
Anyway.
That wasn't bad, but I'm still not finishing it. We definitely peaked last year with the root beer, though.
We gotta cool down. You know, these things ebb and flow. And...
Yeah, unless you're Magic the Gathering, you just keep printing out dumb shit all the fucking time. SpongeBob Magic the Gathering cards pisses me off to no fucking end.
SpongeBob?
Yeah, that's the new secret layer. The only good redeeming quality about it is they're functional. Like, they're just renamed a version of actual cards. So, like, it says SpongeBob at the top, and underneath it has a real Magic card. So you play it as that card. So they're not, like, SpongeBob specific, unlike the fucking Spider-Man set. You know, as far as functionality goes, comparatively, the Final Fantasy ones piss me off least. At least it's still a non-real world setting, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But Spider-Man, the whole Spider-Man thing, just I want to put a cat in a blender. Not you, cat. You're okay. You're pretty kitty.
No, the SpongeBob and Spider-Man don't give a shit, but I am absolutely looking for some cards out of the Final Fantasy set. It's my formative years.
Meow.
Okay.
Meow. Meow. Oh, now you're fucking camera shy. This bitch. Now I can get her to shut up and just let me borrow your mic, just put it on the floor in the middle of the night, and she won't fucking walk around the house screaming 3 o'clock in the morning, so I have to throw a pillow at her. I can hear the bitch walking down the hallway. Meow, 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 meow. And I just have my pillow ready. I get a really long body pillow. And just as soon as she walks into the bedroom, just whack. She is praying like crazy, though.
Yeah, that is coming through a little bit.
It's crazy. But now you don't want to say anything?
Oh, she's happy now.
Spoiled bitch.
So anyway,
Next topic?
I'm gonna be a grandpa.
Like, for real. I've been calling him Grandpa for like 4 fucking years. Or since he turned 40.
You're such a bully.
I try. My staff tell me that too. Especially when I suspend them for 2 weeks. That's a whole nother can of worms. But yeah.
Imagine that. I mean, this is how stupid people are when they're informed ahead of time. Look, it is best that you don't fuck around because I'm going to see to it that you find out. And they just can't.
Some people don't grasp the concept, especially when they're warned, that I am a giant fucking asshole at work if you don't do what I tell you to, or the people that work for me decide they want to get loud and vulgar with me. So that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, we don't even get to the point where motherfuckers are getting loud and vulgar with me anymore. You so much as make a snide comment. Just, you know what? You can go home. I'll do your job and mine. That's how useless you are. Get the fuck out.
I pulled a George on that one. I could have told her she was suspended on the phone. I let her come to work because she's got to find rides to work. So I let her come to work. And now you can go. I don't need you. You want to be act like that? You can go. But we're a dying breed. It's not like that anymore. They don't want confrontation anymore. They want these people to just not do whatever they want.
You know, would you do your job if I'm extra nice and give you everything you want?
No. Look, if you're not gonna do your job if I'm nice, and you're not gonna do your job when I'm mean, and then I'm gonna be mean, and you're not gonna have a job. I'm not gonna waste money and work harder. At least with me working harder, the numbers look better.
I blame the Illinois state government.
That's fair.
It's like, oh, we're gonna make it so that it's harder to fire people and
pay them more.
Force you to pay them more than they're worth.
And give them paid time off.
And
whether they deserve it or not.
Off. Paid time off that they don't have to give you notice for. Just like, no, I'm taking a mental health day. Governor Spaghetti says you can't do shit about it.
They don't have the busted phone.
I don't understand.
Flirting.
Oh, you trying to show me stuff on the busted ass part?
Yeah.
Okay.
James hates me. For reference, I have a busted ass phone. It's been that way for
Look, I feel
like
about
9 months now.
Busted ass phone screen. How you feel about 88-degree angles? All right.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, fine, fair. Yeah, I dropped my phone like 9 months ago, and this is how I realized I've gotten older. Like I can still kind of see through the corner crack in the screen. Like half the screen, the top half is like super dark and doesn't want to work. You know, like people. But hey, uh, do you know what humans and sharks have in common? All the great ones are white. Yeah,
Dead air.
it's some joke, but it made me laugh. I saw it on a short or
That was
something.
just you being your father for a moment, because that's
Yeah,
not
look.
the first time you said that. I mean, obviously you were
See,
saying it for the radio thing,
yeah,
but you were looking at me like you expected me
that's because you got
to
pretty eyes.
respond. Are they still pretty, even though they don't look in the same direction?
And even though I can still see it, you got like a Hulk Hogan like stash going on. Like it's very predominant in with all the rest of the ginger beard. But like the stash is definitely growing down, and like I can see it. And you should really dye it a different color because I think it'd be dope.
Just pull off the Scott Steiner.
Yeah, there you go. Let's see the muscles too.
No, I can't afford that many steroids.
Good times, good times. So we didn't get shit for weather last night. I hyped it all up again. And like I heard it start raining last night when I went to bed. I heard the water hitting my window, and then I fell asleep. And I don't remember hearing shit. It was supposed to be thundering and storming for like 4 hours, and apparently it did something because like there's a bunch of damage around town.
It was really windy.
There's a Starbucks down on Riverside that knocked their whole fucking road sign down. But I mean, when you got this and the wind's blowing against it, like, there's a lot of drag there. And I don't mean RuPaul.
Yeah.
Because they have kids and I don't. That's gonna get that one invoked right there.
No, trust me, YouTube's all about it.
Just YouTube or is it Google?
Google is part of the elite apparatus. They love trannies. What are you doing?
Oh, I don't know. I thought for a second that these stands weren't exactly the same.
They are probably not.
Oh, I couldn't tell. But I had an ooh shiny fucking squirrel moment. Okay, leave me alone. Do that sometimes. Pretty sure I have ADD or ADHD or some one of those fucking things to a minor extent.
All right, so what makes that particular drink kosher, as far as I can tell? I mean, because most stuff with kosher has to do with draining the blood and blah 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 blah. But something like that, it just means that it's not used. The equipment used in the preparation is not used for anything that would be considered unkosher.
That was very boring.
Was very boring, but it's important to learn, even if it's boring stuff.
That's fair.
Some not boring stuff. All right, so the French Revolution. Have your attention. So the French Revolution, the entire citizenry was like, "Yeah, fuck the government," and all that shit. And then they won, but the mob didn't want to stop burning things down and beheading people.
Oh. Well, hey, you guys, this is actually kind of fun.
Like they won, and then their leaders of the revolution were like, "Hey, we won. Y'all can come down." And then they scream revolution. They go find somebody to cut their head off and burn some shit down. So what they ended up doing was they decided, all right, how about we behead the guy that beheads people? Maybe that, look, we're done here. Of course, the French Revolution was so retarded. Like, they wanted to change the names of the month. They wanted to change the clock.
What?
Oh yeah, they wanted more hours in a day, so they wanted to change the clock.
That's
Retarded.
That's-
You know,
this is not Centaurian time. We do not run on a 36-hour day.
it's you know, people always talk about the French Revolution like there was enlightened people that overthrew the government. No, they were a bunch of retarded painters and lazy pieces of shit.
And they smell bad.
That just comes with being French, no matter what side of that conflict you were on.
And the women don't shave their armpits, and it's weird. Yeah, I said it.
They're still cleaner than Jeets and Durkas. Canada's talking about joining the European Union. Yes, that's as dumb as it sounds.
Do you know the entire population of Canada lives along the U.S. border? Not part of it. The entire population. And because I don't remember all the details, but because there's like around the Great Lakes, Canada actually dips quite far south. The majority, and so like it dips far south, and then the rest of the U.S. border right there is actually above that. All of Canada's population lives along the border, but more than half of them live below that line from the border, whatever that parallel is.
Yeah, there's all this talk of like, oh, we need to annex Canada and make it the 51st state.
You only need to take over like the first like 50 miles north.
I like the idea because it makes Canadians sad, but I hate the idea because I don't need a snowy California. We do not need another California.
Hear me out. We developed the earthquake machine to make California fall into the Pacific. I've talked about this for years. Now, I used to say, what is it, Washington and Oregon too, but with that new lithium mine they found and that spans across both states, no, never mind. You can stay. You're contributing to the conversation, so you don't have to shut the fuck up anymore. Because EVs are not going away, so if we're at least mining it here, it might be better. But anyway, so we make California fall into the Pacific, and we take over Canada, and we call it New California Republic with a two-headed bear.
You know what? I wasn't down until you got to that last part. All right. That makes sense. I got you.
Caesar still has to die, though. I have never done a
Can
Vegas.
we relocate French Canadians to Louisiana?
Yes.
Okay.
And then flood it again. Cause fuck that. Isn't that where all the fucking hurricane flood people got relocated from? Was it Louisiana?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have never done a New Vegas playthrough with Caesar's Legion. The only one I think I can't do.
Well, I don't side with the Caesar's Legion because they're crucifying people, and I don't know.
Yes, man. I knew the outcome by then, but I did it to do it, but I really hated it.
Well, Yes Man had to be there because Obsidian makes their RPGs in such a way that you can't soft lock yourself.
How so? Am I forgetting something? Missing something?
Alright. See, in the Obsidian games, there's no such thing as essential tag on the characters. You can murder anybody.
Except for... what's his name in 3?
Three is Bethesda, not Obsidian.
That's right.
See, Bethesda does the essential tags so that you can't soft lock your game, whereas Obsidian just writes around the fact that people are going to want to murder everyone. So,
I've never done that
in Outer Worlds, it's entirely possible to play the entire game and kill everybody. Like, there's one character that you can't kill, but that's not because he's deemed essential. That's because they literally put him behind bulletproof glass, so that you can't kill him. But yeah, you can go through the game, murder everybody to get the parts for your ship, and then you fly the colony ship into the sun, killing all of them too, and yourself. That is the best way to play the game.
I've never Outer Worlds.
It's fun. It's not like a fully fleshed out, Fallout experience or anything, but I think because it takes place in just one solar system, and because it's been penned in, we'll say, it's a more consistent and thoroughly enjoyable experience in Starfield. It's not loading screens of the game.
Okay.
What are we looking outside for? You trying to find that squirrel rubbing his nipples?
Hey, that's what's got these birds all worked up. That's all I hear is these fucking birds out here going nuts.
And he has left me again. Huh? Oh? Did we get nuked? Are they flying away from some natural disaster?
No, why would they? They're not real.
They're not real. Just like Anne Frank. What's that other one? Helen Keller. Anne Frank and Helen Keller aren't real.
Did you know that Helen Keller is immune to flashbang grenades?
Did you know that Helen Keller never learned to communicate?
You know, we had to fucking... The only thing in my entire high school career that I hated reading more than To Kill a Mockingbird was a fucking Diary of Anne Frank.
Oh, they didn't give you the unedited version anyway. Because like the Diary of Anne Frank, she's talking about discovering masturbation and shit. They didn't give you the unedited version of Anne Frank's diary.
Oh, well, maybe I would have enjoyed reading the unedited version. How to masturbate and not make a sound at the same time. It's more like an instructional manual. I would like to get off and flick the bean, but I also do not want the Nazis to find me and rape me. Or do I?
Well, that's where I was gonna go next. Like, if this was a modern telling, the way as masochistic as women are nowadays, they'd be dreaming about the SS while they're doing it.
That's awesome and awful all at the same time, and I mixed feelings right now. Properly pronounced, my last name is Vilkerson, so I mean...
Ew. 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 I hate that more than your fucking water jug. The fuck's wrong with you? I mean,
we have reached the crescendo of the show.
What? Say that again.
You didn't know that? Vilkerson.
Vilkerson.
Yeah, in German pronunciation, W's are pronounced like a V.
I get it.
I gave James a creamy mouth.
I get it, but I don't want it.
We were just talking about that. That's called rape.
Vilkerson.
God damn it. This fucking Starship Troopers reboot is all over my everything, and I fucking hate everything about it.
They're gonna ruin it.
Yeah, the first
Just
movie
like
was.
just like they're gonna ruin the Harry Potter TV show.
Oh God, yes.
They're making Snape black.
Yep.
Which, whatever. But stories about British people in a magic school. Everybody doesn't have to be black. Goddammit.
What's this thing? You know, I actually watched them for the first time. They weren't bad. What's her name? McGonagall, the fucking head of the fucking whatever the fuck school that Harry's in. I can't remember the lady's name. She's in a lot of shit, and I think she's an awesome actress.
The cat lady?
The old lady? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, she's an awesome actress. I like her a lot. She died last year, I think. She also played was it Wendy in Hook? Yeah. Think about that one.
Yeah.
Why you feel old.
I want you to fucking die.
But yeah, that Starship Troopers reboot, like don't get me wrong. 2 was fucking awful. Like actually awful.
Which one? Because all three of the Starship Trooper movies, they were basically different genres.
Yeah.
Which one was the horror movie?
2 was the horror movie. And that thing's just dumb.
It was dumb. It had nothing to do with the world. It was like somebody made a shitty Aliens script
And then
just repurposed it.
And didn't have the rights to call it Alien. And then 3, dude came back that played Rico. And that was when they overdid it. Just like they did with the second Independence Day movie. Like, why do I need a planet alien? That was the whole planet was a bug. It was stupid. I know the second Independence Day movie, Resurgence. I know it felt weird, and that's because it was 2 movies that got smashed into one. And I think if they had spread them out like they originally planned to, I think it would have been better. I didn't mind the giant alien queen. That part didn't bother me. The planet, and this is where I'm gonna get super nerdy. The super spaceship. Did you see it? I don't remember if you saw that one or not.
The second Independence Day movie,
Yeah.
yeah.
So the super alien ship that took up a third of the planet, thing would have its own gravity, and it would have fucked up all kinds of shit on the planet. All kinds of shit, because it was bigger than the moon, and the moon affects shit on our planet, and it was on the planet. But it was too much.
The thing existing itself would have murdered millions of people because so much of human civilization lives on the coast. And you start fucking with gravity, you start fucking with where the water is. Moonfall was a better movie.
I never finished it. I tried to. I really wanted to watch 3 Body Problem too, and I don't know. It was slow. I didn't really have anything wrong with the movie.
I don't even know what the fuck 3 Body Problem is about.
The short version is, if I remember right, there was some contact between another civilization that lived in a system with 3 suns, and it was a gravity issue and an actual like physical issue.
Yeah, I know the 3 Body Problem is an actual physics thing.
And that's basically what it was. The civilization still managed to develop a way to. Their whole focus was about like finding a way to relocate their entire civilization to another habitable planet off of this one, because every so often, at an undetermined rate, like their civilization would just get torn to shreds because of the gravity situation of their sun. So they were trying to just like fuck off their planet and go take over another one, I think. But I never finished watching it because it was cool, but it was really fucking slow. And I watched like 2 or 3 episodes, and it felt like it was just fucking dragging on. I got other shit to watch.
Well, I like to have that kind of show on the second monitor while I'm doing Minecraft things. So like if it's slow, then I can concentrate here, and then when something does finally happen, then I can look over
Yeah, I like that. I can't do that with Reacher. I watched this episode 6 of Reacher this morning.
there. I haven't
Oh,
gotten past the first 3 episodes.
it gets good. It gets real fucking good. I just watched episode 6 and it's intense.
I'm hoping that it improves, and it's because right now it just feels like a completely different show. The first 3 episodes do.
Do they? You get the whole behind the scenes thing with him being there in those 3 episodes, right? Like you know that
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
planted. Okay.
it was planted and all that. It's still subterfuge is not what he's best known for, and so acting like he's one of them and all that, it I think it takes away a little bit from the bombast of the character, which is, no, this is who I am. This is what I'm gonna do. Call the ambulance now. They'll be here by the time you're done bleeding.
Yes, but he still does that a little bit in the show. The one thing I do like is, I mean, season 1 and 2 about I'm the biggest, I can do whatever I want because I'm the biggest person here. In season 1, obviously, yeah, fine, he can be the biggest, strongest, whatever the fuck he wants. In season 2, they did it a little bit. I was just glad it wasn't going to always be that way forever. I really do like that they put that big, dumb motherfucker in there that's bigger than he is, and they've made it a point to show off that he's stronger.
I don't really see his hand to hand ability and his size as that big a deal. Because remember, most of the danger that we're talking about here, whether it's conceptualizing this in the real world or in the show, is fragments of metal traveling at a ballistic trajectory, high speeds toward your body, and all the soft species, bullets, are gonna fucking take you down, no matter how many steroids you've taken.
That's the other thing. I think he's definitely gotten bigger physically since season 1. He's also gotten a bigger head since season 1 because he's kind of blown up in fame now. He's been in a couple other movies, but even I didn't know who the fuck he was till this show. And I can see he's a little like actually cockier, just in his whole everything.
Well, I don't know, some interview he was talking shit on Matt Gates, butting his nose into political things. Like, just stop. Just stop. If you're gonna play a character that resonates with the conservative half of America, maybe shut the fuck up and take the bag. You can talk politics when you're done playing the character. I mean,
Yeah.
we've discussed this at length before, that actors are trained monkeys. Just dance for my pleasure and fuck off. I don't care about your opinion. But when they go out of their way to signal to their cohorts in LA that I have the right thoughts about politics, you
Ugh.
just,
No, shut the fuck up. Anyway, where were we?
I don't know. It just makes me love Mel Gibson more.
Him and a whole bunch of like the old actors are trying to form a whole new like actors guild or something. Like him, Tim Allen, some of the old schools. Tim Allen was actually, I don't know if it was already passed or coming up. He was doing some stand up at the Hard Rock. Like I'm not paying that much money and I'm not going there because I hate humans and that place is packed all the fucking time. But I wouldn't mind seeing his stand up. I think that'd be dope. I don't think it would be haha funny. I think it would but I think it would be very entertaining.
Well, you know, it's Tim Allen. He'd have some interesting stories to tell. You know, he'd be funny in the same way that Seinfeld is funny. Which is like, look, I get it, but stop staring at me, waiting for me to laugh, because it's not going to happen.
I think it'd be an adventure. I think it'd be absolutely entertaining. But I'm not paying that much to see it. Or am I gonna go in that fucking crowd? I don't see myself ever walking into that building. Ever.
No, I don't. There's nothing worth waiting through a crowd for. And the bigger the crowd, the less it's worth it. And not just because it's a big crowd, but the larger the crowd, the more of my senses are bombarded with something that's not what I'm actually paying to see.
And the only thing, none of those people are worth going to see because I'm not paying money to see you. Maybe that's just me. I'm not. That's why I always liked going to psychopathic concerts. Like no matter where we went ever, except for the gathering, it was like $20. I'll pay $20 to go see a concert. That's fine. The most I've ever spent recently was Power Man 5000. That was like 35 or 40. That was a bit higher, but I do really enjoy Power Man 5000. All the rest of the shows were shit. The only thing I disliked about that show is it was late and I had to work early the next day still. But the only thing I'd go there for is play blackjack because I'm good at it.
Sit there and just be a Jew and just go down 16.
Yeah. There's statistics and numbers in it, and I'm good at those.
Wash your hands, turn the page. Alright. Any last words?
Nope. Actually, I'm really thinking about that pizza now.
Pizza.
Alright, 2025, signing off.
Fuck off and die.
Oh, I wish.